A lot of people thought that next Saturday, the next Pet Simulator X update was going to be the last one. So I'm gonna explain what happened in this video and tell you guys when the actual end of Pet Simulator X is. But before we get into that, do you want a free huge pet? Just like the video, subscribe, and comment your Roblox username. I choose a random winner in the comments of every video. Here's last video's winner. I'm gonna send them a huge rainbow slime. So anyways, the end of Pet Simulator X. First, you guys gotta know what's going on. So yesterday, Pet Simulator X made this picture their Roblox icon. So as you can see, it is the same icon but with a question mark over it, making it a bit of like a mystery what they're gonna do. Now the last time they were kind of mysterious like this, at least that I remember, was in Pet Simulator 1 when they were releasing Pet Simulator 2, where they're basically like saying something big was happening and there were question marks and stuff. So it is kind of similar to that. A lot of people thought that this was gonna be the release of Pet Simulator 4, Big Paintball 2, or something else like that. Even on Twitter, RVXG Leaks said that a lot of people think that Pet Simulator X is coming to an end because of this, but now the Pet Simulator X picture just says merch drop and has one of their new Lucky Block things, so it ended up not being what most people thought it was, or a lot of people thought it was. Instead of it being like a huge new game release or something really huge in the game, it is just them releasing the Season 2 DLC, which they basically made it Lucky Blocks this time instead of just like mystery packs. And a lot of people like Lucky Blocks in Pet Simulator X, so in my opinion that's a pretty smart move. So if this isn't the end of Pet Simulator X, when is the actual end of Pet Simulator X? Well, if we look at Preston on Twitter, I've showed you guys this many times, but he said 9 twice. And since he said it twice, once in the end of June, once in the beginning of July, we know it isn't 9 days because he would have just said it once on the day that it was 9 days from. I'm pretty sure like July 3rd was 9 days from the first tweet, and it wouldn't be July 9th, because even though he did post it before July 9th, it has already passed July 9th and nothing really has happened, so the only other option is that it is talking about the 9th month, September. And I've also already said I'm pretty sure it would either release on September 1st, pretty sure that is a Saturday, so instead of like a Pet Simulator X update, they could just release the game, or it is July 9th, because I mean, he said 9 twice, so like 9 twice in the day and month, maybe? Those are really the only two options I can think of, either September 1st or September 9th. But that means whenever Pet Simulator 4 releases, Pet Simulator X will basically come to an end, because like all the players are most likely going to move on to the new game. I'd be surprised if they continue updating it, because I'm pretty sure when Pet Simulator 2 released, they stopped working on Pet Sim 1, then when Pet Sim X released, they stopped working on Pet Simulator 2. I guess maybe if it does really badly, they might continue working on Pet Simulator X, but I don't really think that is an option, because so far the leaks make it look like Pet Simulator X, but just a bit better, and in my opinion, there are way too many huge pets already, and they're starting to become like a lot of Titanics. There are already so many worlds in Pet Simulator X, it's just there's like an overload of content already, so it'll be nice to start from a fresh game as long as like it is actually good. But so far it is looking pretty good, because there are a whole bunch of tiers, there are a whole bunch of other things. Like I've actually got some new leaks to show you guys. So you probably already know there were a lot of pets leaked, and it was the most likely, or at least like most of them were the exact same as the basic pets already in Pet Simulator X. So of course we have like cat, dog, all that other stuff that is already just like a normal animal in Pet Simulator X, but there are some new ones, and I'm pretty sure some of them aren't in Pet Simulator X already. So I'm just gonna show you guys all of them, so they might not be in order with the goldens, but first we got the black bear, then we have the blue fish, then the chicken, the golden dragon, the golden goldfish, hydra, monkey, that's golden, the normal monkey, and the pet pig. And by the way, this one's golden. So anyways, we got like 9 new pets, and there are actually like 20 other ones, but the image just wasn't loading for me for some reason, so I don't have it up. But it's basically the same as the basic pets here, like how you just have all the normal animals in the beginning, and I'm pretty sure they just use the exact same icons but change the lighting a little bit, because if you look at, for example, let me put the monkey up again, there's a bit more of like, it's a little lighter lighter at the top, a little darker in the back. They just increased like the saturation and made it look a little bit better. Because if you look at the one in game, the lighting is like the same all throughout. It doesn't really change. So the pets just look slightly different. In my opinion, it looks more like in Pet Simulator 2 exactly how the pets looked. Because in Pet Simulator 2, the pet icons looked a little different from here. From Pet Simulator 1 to Pet Simulator 2, there is a huge difference in the quality of pets, but ever since Pet Simulator 2, the pets have been like exactly the same. So I guess in Pet Simulator X, they're pretty much the same, and Pet Simulator 4 is gonna also have the exact same pets, but they just look slightly different in the lighting, I guess. Anyways, there are some more leaks of just some icons. So there's an up button for some reason, and when you hover over it, it becomes yellow. So like here's the yellow version. So I don't really know what this button is gonna be for. I don't think there are any up buttons in Pet Simulator X, so maybe it's part of a feature that is not in Pet Simulator X, which would be pretty cool. Or maybe it's just like a custom like mobile menu or something, like if you're on mobile for like walking or something. I don't really know. There haven't been any new leaks since yesterday besides that and the toilet pets, which if you didn't watch my video on that yet, you should. Like they are literally adding toilet pets to Pet Simulator X, like the Skibidi toilet meme basically. And that's another reason why I'm pretty sure that this next update, or actually completely sure, is not the end of Pet Simulator X, because not only did I already say I'm pretty sure it's in September, but we already have leaks for the next update. So why would there be leaks for the next update if they're gonna close it? And I don't think this would be a leak for Pet Simulator 4, because why would they add a Skibidi toilet event to Pet Simulator 4? It's kind of like, in my opinion, like a last attempt to get a lot of players, because Pet Simulator X has kind of been dying, if you guys know. Like they've been going down to as low as 30-something thousand players, which before, maybe like 2 months ago, for bi-weekly updates, like probably around the daycare update, the next day after the update, they'd have like 200 to 300,000 players, but now they have like 30,000 to 40,000 usually. Well, this update, they actually had a little bit more, because there was a free-to-play Titanic, but it didn't really increase the player count too much still. They also definitely changed the chances on it, because within the first 2 days, already like 50-something existed, and then within the like next week, only like tens more existed. Like they definitely changed the chances on it, because even though the player count went down, the amount of people hatching it significantly decreased, like by so much. Unless if for some reason everyone that was playing in the beginning of the update was all hatching the egg, and now most people in game aren't hatching the egg. Like, I mean, maybe they didn't change the chances, but just out of everyone in the game, barely anyone's deciding to hatch the egg anymore. I don't know, that is another pretty likely option. But not that many more are being hatched, so they're only gonna probably be like 110 to maybe at most like 150 at the end of the event. So it is gonna be pretty rare. About double as rare as the Titanic hippo melon and blobfish. I also just realized, even though there is an invisible wall here, the water doesn't even extend all the way off the map. Like I keep finding random things in the map because I just like run around while I'm recording. But Pet Simulator X was definitely a success. Like they got so many more players than Pet Simulator 2, so it made sense for them to stop working on Pet Sim 2. And also, when Pet Sim 2 released, Pet Sims 1 players went to very, very low because everyone like played it if they played Pet Sim 1. So like that also made sense to stop working on. But Pet Simulator X probably has the most effort put into like all the pets and stuff. And also, this is definitely the most pay-to-win one, with all the Titanic plushies people spend $250 on and all the normal plushies people spend money on. And like there's just so much Robux and money that people have invested into the game. So there are gonna definitely be some people that don't want to basically lose all of that in Pet Simulator 4, which is why like I'm pretty sure all codes that you can redeem come with something that says on the box that like the code will work again in Pet Simulator 4. So I guess that would be pretty cool. I don't know if it's gonna give the exact same pets or what it's gonna give, because I remember in Pet Simulator 1, if you had the VIP Game Pass, you could get VIP for free in Pet Simulator 2. So maybe it's gonna be something like that where you get a bonus, or maybe you're gonna get the exact same pet in Pet Simulator 4 is literally just gonna be Pet Simulator X, but everyone's inventory is reset and there's a few new features. I don't know, we'll see exactly what they do with it. If a lot of people play Pet Simulator X still, they could possibly do Pet Simulator X updates. I'm not sure what they have planned, but I'm just saying that seems like a likely possibility, because it still still would be worth their time to do updates on Pet Simulator X if a lot of people play it. So I'm just hoping that they add more features that are different from Pet Simulator X and Pet Simulator 4. But I also want to mention something else. So if you remember yesterday, if you watched my video about the Skibidi Toilet Pets and then you saw that I mentioned my game released, it was a little broken at the time, but now it works. Like, there are a few issues where people would just randomly get kicked, and for some reason, just a weird thing that wasn't scripted right made mobile players crash, but we fixed that, so now you shouldn't get kicked anymore. And there was also a glitch where all of the teleports to, like, the tower defense maps were just stuck on teleporting and you couldn't join any games. We also fixed that, so pretty much everything is fixed now, so you guys should definitely go play that game, go check it out. We've been working on it for over a month, finally finished and released it today, so there are probably gonna still be more bugs. We're gonna try fixing them all, but yeah, make sure to subscribe with the notifications on, like the video, join my Discord server linked in the description, do everything else linked in the description. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.